Hi everyone, exciting video for you today. This is the proof copy, the print sample of my latest book, and I'm going to unbox it for you. I'm really excited, but I'm also a little bit nervous. If you've ever watched one of my book unboxings before, you'll know that I just find this quite nerve-wracking. It's because I just really want this to be good, and I want what I've seen on the screen to be represented as I imagine it in this book, or these books. There's more than one in here. And I have had instances before where I've had to make changes. And actually times where on the unboxing I'm like, yeah, it's only this little thing that might need to be changed, and then that's weeks of like, I thought this was going to be so easy. I guess it's just that I want to open this and go, oh yay, how exciting, this is going to be brilliant, and not opening it and going, oh, I've got so much still to do, because a lot of work has already gone into it and I'm just ready to be excited. So I know that one way or another the book will be brilliant, but blowing my own trumpet, but I'm so excited for this project. But I just worry about it. I will link previous book unboxings below. Before I get into it, before I open this, I'll put a timestamp below because I'm bound to waffle. I just want to tell you a little bit about this project before I open the package. Am I procrastinating about it? Quite possibly. This has been sat on my desk for 2 days already. So, right. This book is the next project with Natural England. So if you are new to my channel, I have previously written 2 books for Natural England as sponsored projects. So Natural England, if you don't know about them, they are a government-funded organisation kind of under DEFRA. I'll link them below so you can find out what they do. And they are involved in protecting the natural environment in England. So they are involved with like policies and all sorts of stuff. And the 2 books that I have worked on previously with them are about marine habitats. So the series is called Discovering Marine and Coastal Habitat. And the 2 books so far are Secret Seagrass Meadows and Captivating Kelp Forests. They both celebrate amazing marine habitats, and they were such a privilege to work on. An amazing experience. And so I was delighted when Natural England reached out again and said, hey, would you like to work on a similar project, but a different kind of a habitat? So this is not part of that same series. We'll continue that series later. This is a book about soil. So it's kind of like a cousin to those books. It bears some similarities and some differences, and I'm really excited about it. And for me, this whole process was really interesting because my background is in marine biology, so I already had quite a lot of knowledge that I could call on. I don't know a lot about soil. I work as a biology teacher. My general knowledge is pretty good, but soil was just one of those things that I didn't know lots about. So at the beginning of the project, there was a lot of research and discussions with experts and so many things to make sure that the book was going to have really cool facts, take a reader on a narrative through it, and would just be really good. And again, of course, I'm working with Rhiannon Thomas, who I worked with on the marine books, and we have gone for a different style on this one. It's digitally illustrated because, again, we just wanted it to feel slightly different, but in the same zone. So like I said, it's like a cousin rather than a sibling, which the previous 2 books were. It's about soil. I'm so excited. Do you know what? I've been talking to Rhiannon, and I really, this book is so cool. There's little touches that we've put in that I'm just really proud of, and just think that there are elements in this book that, I really like. I like all of my books. I guess partially it's that thing that whatever your new book is the one that you're like, oh, that one's great. So I think there's an element of that. But I think it's just something slightly different. It just feels fresh, and there's various parts of it that when we've put them in or we've talked about it, we've been like, oh yeah, this is great. So it's been a fun project. There's been a lot of learning. The other thing I want to say briefly before I open this, although today I feel very nervous, the whole experience altogether has been, I think it's the most relaxed that I've been for any book project, except maybe self-publishing. That one was fairly relaxed because I just didn't really care when I released it, if you see what I mean. It was a it's ready when it's ready situation, and yeah, I don't know, I felt like that one was fairly relaxed. This one, I think for me, certainly, when it's been one of the bits where it comes back to me, I've been able to move things around so that I can really focus on it, which has meant that I haven't got stressed about it in the same way. And I think also that whenever there's been something I'm not 100% happy with, I've known how to deal with it, like who to reach out to, who to ask, who's going to be honest with an opinion, or who's going to know a potential solution, or just all of those things, and not been afraid to kind of say, how do we solve this? Or I don't know. Yeah, it's just been really good, and I'm really looking forward to being able to show you it, whilst also really nervous. So I have a couple of copies in here. There's one for me, there's one for Rhiannon, and there's one for Natural England. Sometimes they send an extra or two, so I'm expecting 3, but there could be a couple more in here. I wanted to be able to send it to Natural England so that they can see what we've been working on all this time. They obviously, during set points of the project, it goes back to them to have a look at and make sure that they're happy, if they have any suggestions. So they have seen this multiple times, but they won't have seen the real thing. So yeah, there's a copy to send to them, a copy to send to Rhiannon. Even if these aren't perfect, I can still send them and be like, these are the changes we're anticipating making. So yeah, I just need to get on with it, don't I? Do this every time I talk too much, but it's because I want to tell you all about the book so that you know when I open it what it is, what's led up to it, all of the things. So yeah, as I said, those of you who skipped ahead because the timestamps are below, I feel you not wanting to listen to a whole load of chat. So I'm just taking the sellotape off. There we go. Sellotape off. Oh, do you know what? I've done really well. Sorry, I do this every time. I feel like I get to this point and I pause again. I will get on with it. This arrived on Tuesday and I had carpet fitters in, so I couldn't film this video. So because they were just really noisy, so it sat on my desk. Yesterday I was teaching, so again I couldn't film it. And this has been sat on the side, and in previous projects that would have made me feel really sick, especially like every time I walked past my desk I'd have been sort of, oh, I need to do that thing, and what's it like, and oh, I'm feeling nervous and worrying about it at night. And I haven't done any of that. It's been fine. I just kind of put it on the side and was like, I'll open that Thursday, no problem, everything is fine. And now I'm coming to open it, I'm like, oh, I don't know. All right, let's just rip the plaster off. That's not a plaster, that's a piece of cardboard. Okay, it is open. Oh, I really don't like it. I'm sorry if it makes you nervous that I'm nervous. I'm actually like genuinely a bit shaky. Right, just get on with it. Once it's done, it's done. I'm going to feel, how many copies are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. They've sent me 4. 5. I ordered 3, I got 5. Ooh, I just pulled out the back. Oh, do you know what? One of the things that I've been worrying about is the colours. Because I really like it. I was worried that when can't speak, focus. So one of the things that I did in the whole process was I sent the cover out to a critique group on Facebook and kind of said, something's not sitting right. Can you give me some ideas? As I say, this is one of the things. I'm more open to criticism and not being scared of people's thoughts. And that's progress. I want to make a video about criticism and not just being able to take it, but being open to it and looking for it to make a project as good as it can be. Anyway, I sent this out and somebody on the group was like, you need to brighten it because when it's in print, it's not going to look bright enough. It's bright enough. Look at it. It's so pretty. And the changes that we made were 100% the right things to do. So there were issues with the placement of the title. By the way, the title is Our Living Soils. Yeah, there were issues around, I had to ask Rhiannon to just move some elements here that were making the title look bunched up. And, you know, the way I was describing it to people was that the cover was making my brain itch. Like, you look at something and go, like, it's fine, but it's not, something is just itchy. And as soon as she changed up the illustration, which is the beauty of digital illustrations, if it had been a physical piece of art like the previous children's books that I've worked on, then I'd have had to, you know, in post-production remove elements. So there were some pieces of grass here and they've gone. That's really cool, and it makes the process a bit easier. So although Discovering Marine and Coastal Habitats will stay as a watercolour illustrated series so that we have a cohesive look through that series, we're both quite excited about the digital possibilities. So that's super cool. This font, I just love for how soily it looks. And the other thing I'm excited about is on the back, I got a cover endorsement, a book endorsement. I got a book endorsement. And do you know what that was? That was being bold enough, again, I want to talk about this in a video, to contact an author that I've met who, with my imposter syndrome hat on and I'm an indie, I'm not a proper author. Like, I've written and published 7 books. I'm a proper author, but I have those days where I feel just not good enough. And he's a proper author and like a big deal. And I messaged him and was like, hey, we met, remember? And he did. And could you please write a little thing for my book? And he did. And then there was some changes around of font colours and we wanted what he said to stand out. And so it's in that red and that looks really cool. I didn't know if it would look a bit red, but no, it looks good. Okay, cover, good. Cover I'm happy with. I am going to have a proper nose through this book and be super picky, you know, just absolutely make sure that it's been proofread twice, but, you know, just, do you know, I'm shaky. I can see the pages shaking. I went for this brown. I picked it out from the book. So the Discovering Marine and Coastal Habitats has a single, so it's the same size, and then it has this coloured page to start off. I know that a lot of children's books have a double page spread of a colour or an illustration. I like it like this, where it feels like old books where you would have the first page would be a thing. I don't know, but I just like it like that. It might not be standard, but I like it and I'm making it my trademark. So if you don't like it, I don't care. One of my concerns was this butterfly and if the placement looked off, but looks wicked. Let's have a look at the colours inside. Oh my God. The colours pop. I was so worried that they wouldn't. Right, there's one particular page that on my screen looked a bit dark. Let's have a look. No, it's fine. So, the colours of the illustrations are perfect. The colours have come out just amazing. So, yeah, I do need to spend some time like properly looking at every single little detail and making sure that I'm happy with everything. But I'm going to post this to I've lost the power of speech. I'm going to post this to Natural England today. I don't know when I'm going to upload this. it might not be this week. At this point, we don't really know when we're going to release this. We did have a plan and we're having a little rethink. So I don't know. It might be the original plan. It might be something different. So it's not even as if I can say being released on whatever date. I can't tell you. Unless by the time I put this video out, because it might, I don't know, I might sit on this video until I want to do like I don't know, I don't have a release plan. I will write it out and have it all on a big chart, but I haven't done that yet. So I might sit on this video until I'm ready. So maybe it'll be this week, maybe it won't be. Maybe I'll know when the book is being released, maybe I won't. So I don't know. Whenever you're enjoying this video, I'll tell you whatever I know. Just rest assured that I will always share news and let you know. And there will be a video announcing book release and whatever our release day, launch day plans are and all of those things. I have lots of exciting plans for this book. So yay. I'm thrilled. I really, really thought I would open it and be worried. I'll tell you some of the cool things. So one cool thing was cover endorsement. That was like, thank you, Neil, for doing it. So it was Neil Layton, by the way, illustrator and author Neil Layton. What a nice person. And oh my God. And then there's a Did You Know page with little creatures. Fun fact for you, there are 2 creatures that I couldn't use. In Lily the Limpet Gets Lost, there was a jellyfish that I couldn't use in the first edition. And when I brought out the second edition, if you have that book, you will know that so this brown page is entirely jellyfish. As a bit of a joke, like the jellyfish was not in the first book and it's in the first edition and it's in the second edition more than any other character, including Lily herself. So yeah, there are 2 creatures that didn't make it. One was a tardigrade. I just didn't have a spot for it where it looked right. But I'm sad. I mean, there's potential for the tardigrade. Tardigrade stickers. Let's talk to Rhiannon. We need tardigrade stickers, Rhiannon. The other one was a spider. And I just felt it was too much. And the spider will not come back as a whole. Can you imagine doing that to parents? They open it. I'm all right with spiders. Rhiannon actually isn't a massive fan and did not like illustrating the spiders. Anyway, I could chat all day because I'm now really excited. I've gone from nervous to bouncy. It looks great. It looks really good. Really, really good. I am thrilled with it. And I'm thrilled with all of the changes. I'm thrilled with all of the stuff that came up in proofreading, that we changed. Everything, like we have put work into behind the scenes going, right, what about this? What about that? Between myself and Rhiannon and the team at Natural England, there has been a lot of let's get this right. And I think we did. So yay. If there's anything to tell you about this book when I release it, it will be on the screen or down below or something. Otherwise, coming in spring, summerish is Our Living Soils by me and Rhiannon Thomas. And I don't think I need to do any more work to this. I reckon it's done. I reckon I don't have to go into the files again. Who knew? When has that ever happened that I've got a proof and I'm like, yeah, completed it, mate. As my husband would say, whenever I show him one, he goes, yeah, cool, press print. And I would go, it's not that easy. Do you know what? Press print, it's done. Right, I'm going to get it in the post. Thank you so much for watching and coming on this emotional roller coaster with me. And just over the course of this video, I will absolutely make videos. I have some about anxiety tips, but I want to make a sort of, like I said, handling criticism, how to stay chill in this whole process, which is too close to your heart to not care. And I'm going to tell you all about the book in multiple videos. Thank you. Thank you as always. And I will see you soon for another video. Take care.